Salvete omnes. That was Scarbonia. All right. Third declension adjectives, if this is working, are Terentia.
Adjectives in the third declension. Wait,
Impressive.
what it is?
We should probably have a quiz on that tomorrow.
Seriously?
Third declension adjectives are adjectives in the third declension.
Wow, I wouldn't guess.
They sound, this is one of those things that seems like you shouldn't need to cover it, but I find that it's better just to do it once. So the grammar for this chapter is basically a lot of third declension endings, and if you know your third declension endings, I do okay. There is a little terminology here. If you have a Latin teacher in high school who uses these terms, I'm introducing them just so you won't be surprised should you take Latin in high school. I'm not convinced they're totally useful things to worry about, but anyway. People divide third declension adjectives into 3 termination, 2 termination, and 1 termination, based on how many different nominative endings they have. For instance, the word for swift is celer, celeris, celere. So that's just how it changes based on the gender of whatever noun it's agreeing with. Since there are 3 different nominative endings, textbooks will call that a 3 termination. Big one. The genitive all the way across is going to be celeris. The dative is crunch, crunch, celery. The accusative is celerem, celerem.
All the data.
Yep. Yeah, they're all celery. Can't have too much celery. And the ablative will be celery. Hold your equos. Madness. So basically there's third declension endings everywhere, except they tend to take I's anywhere I stems did in the last chapter.
Wait, is it calorie again?
So in the ablative, it's going to be celery all the way across, just like mare did Marie all the way across. So if we go to the plural, it'll be celeres. I think at this point I'll just write the ending, and if that bothers you, you can write the whole thing out. Celeres, celeres. Someone want to predict? It's going to take I's everywhere it can. Celeria.
Oh boy.
Genitive plural,
Caloris.
celerium.
Oh.
Dative plural,
Ibis.
kibbutz. And then the accusative is going to be just like the nominative. Cha-ching, aces, and ia. The ablative is going to be ibis again. So pause for a second and look at those endings. Is there anything strange or scary or surprising there? What do you actually need to remember?
They're all the
You need
same.
to remember the
Pretty much.
nominative like that.
Yeah, that's why eventually we'll have to memorize the nominative. Yeah, good point. So a 2 termination adjective is going to be completely different. No, just kidding. It's going to have 2 terminations, 2 different endings. Suppose we took easy. That's an easy word. Ah. Haha.
Oh my god.
I made up a great one earlier about gladiators. Marcus, I should tell that one at the end. I told it to Marcus at recess. It's brilliant. Very proud of it. All right, take 1 minute and predict all the other endings for fabulous.
All of them.
All of them, every single one.
Is it
I don't want to write
Phyllis
them if they're
for
going to be wrong.
the next one?
All right, I'll do them with you. Genitive's going to end in this. Dative's going to end in
E.
E. Accusatives
M.
M, and then repeat the neuter, right? Fecale. Ablative singular, as many I's as possible, remember?
I do.
So it's going to be fecale, all the way across. Anything surprising there? Nope.
My hand is getting tired.
This is nice. I like this.
All right, so the plurals are going to be, you know what, we could just draw an arrow or something, because
Oh boy.
it's the same.
How would it be facile?
Fecales, fecales, fecalia, fecalium, fecalibus, fecales, fecales. If you want to write them out because it makes you happy, I will not stop you. But I will keep going without you. All right, so what's it's going to be exactly the same. Draw an arrow down. One termination is completely different again. It has one ending all the way across. So it sounds kind of funny when you have words like equal, which are par, par, par. And then the genitive would be paris. In fact, you could draw an arrow down for the entire thing. Pari, 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 parem, parem, and then repeat the par from above. Ablatives are pari.
Wait, so all of them, it's paris, pari.
Yep, paris, 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 pari, pari, pari.
Wait,
Is this
the one's
something
just
new?
par.
It's pair.
Wait, what's different about third declension adjective? Oh, wait, what?
They take a few extra eyes. They act like eye
Oh.
stems wherever they can. The only thing, so good question, Scriboni. I'd like to star the things you should actually have to worry about. Maybe put a star on the ablative singular because it acts like third neuter eye stems. And then the fact that there's an IUM in the genitive plural, that there's an IA here. Overall, though,
Are these exactly?
but they're all just third declension adjectives. And in case you hadn't noticed, third declension adjectives are
Easy.
no, that's third conjugation future tense. Third conjugation adjectives are adjectives. Get ready for this. That are third declension.
Oh.
I
So-
can't believe it. Why is there a leaf on it?
Bum, bum, bum. Oh, look, a back.
No.
We still have 5 minutes.
What?
So actually, I should pause the recording. Zoe, Flavia, et Quintus, we are bereft without you. And I can't figure out how to stop the recording. All right, well, late omnes. Here we go.